Hey everyone, and welcome to the penultimate place to get your video game news and reviews. This is episode 55 of the Penultimate Game Show, and today's topic is Kingdom Hearts 4, Our Hopes and Our Dreams. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast service, feel free to give us a good rating on that platform. It helps with the algorithms and helps us grow our audience. If you're watching on YouTube, consider dropping a like and a sub. And don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications for all of our shows like the Marvel Mondays Initiative, the Cross Media Show, and Anime Nation. If you're watching live on Twitch, you have Amazon Prime. You have Prime Gaming, which means you have one free sub to give out. And we love it if you gave it to us, but if not, that's quite all right. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ben, the director of this channel. Sorry. And of course, with me, I have my usual co-host for the show, Ryan and Lane. How's it going, guys?
Good, dude. I've been waiting for this like all week and since last week.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
I'm so excited.
Ryan, how's it going?
Pretty well, doing pretty well.
It's almost as if we saw each other like 2 days ago. You know, it's crazy.
Possibly. Memory's a little bad.
I think I forgot.
Yeah. So, before we get into it, let's get into some housekeeping. We did a couple of stuff this week. I did not update housekeeping. We reviewed episode 3 of Moon Knight this past Monday, with kind of a guest, maybe. You got to watch the episode to see what happened. But it was good. That is up on YouTube, so go check that out. We also reviewed our first Nolan in review. We did our first Nolan in review for crap, I'm blanking on the name. Memento. Yes.
It's the movie.
Yes. Perfect. So that is going up on YouTube tonight. I will be uploading that tonight. So feel free to check that out either tonight or maybe tomorrow. Next week we have a special guest joining us for the Moon Knight episode 4 review on the Marvel Mondays Initiative, so stay tuned for that. And of course, I am going to be playing what is inevitably going to be the game of the year for 2022.
I didn't know you were streaming Elden Ring.
No.
Okay, definitely not what Ryan has.
Yeah, definitely not that. Triangle Strategy. I might be doing this tomorrow instead of Saturday. I got to double check to see the timing on everything. So I will probably put up a tweet to let everybody know what's happening. And as always, please feel free to leave your thoughts and questions on our SpeakPipe at speakpipe.com/penultimateconquest. So let's jump into what have we been playing recently. Ryan, let's start off with you.
What have I been playing recently? Let me see here. I've put some time into Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. About 3/4 away through that game.
Okay.
Pretty good. If you like Borderlands, it's more Borderlands. I like it a lot better than Borderlands 3. The story's a lot better.
All right.
The D&D aspects are really fun. If you're a D&D person, you'll probably find a lot of fun humor in this game. And it keeps that good Borderlands shooting and looting feel. That's all I ask for.
Okay.
And then, let me see. I'll admit this. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite.
Wow.
Been grinding that battle.
No build mode?
Yeah, no build mode.
So, question for you. Is no build mode staying forever?
I believe this is permanent now, yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
See, this actually makes me want to check Fortnite out.
I was
now,
just
that they have the no build mode.
I was just gonna say, listen, guys, we can get together.
I used to be really big into Warzone, but then I kind of dropped off. But now I'm like, oh, maybe I can go to Fortnite. I could play as all the Naruto characters, like Moon Knight, like all the Avengers or whatever. You know,
man.
Play as like whatever ridiculous character I want, and no build mode. Like that's
play Warzone and see Godzilla.
That's true. Or Snoop Dogg apparently.
Yeah,
just why not?
Also a weird I think it was like a subline that the article that Eric sent out last night. Oh, and also Snoop Dogg's here too.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it was for 420, so.
Okay.
And this is not his first appearance in Call of Duty.
Of course not.
You can date it all the way back to Black Ops 2, like 2012 era.
Oh wow.
where he was you could get him as like the person who like said the kill stuff in game.
Oh, really?
I played a lot
Yeah.
of Black Ops 2. I don't remember that, but that tracks. Like it makes sense. That's
Oh
something
yeah,
they
no,
would
it was
do.
there. It was there. But yeah, so this isn't Snoop Dogg's first time. But yeah, play Fortnite. It's great. I played a lot of Gears of War back in the day, so I really enjoy third-person shooters, multiplayer third-person shooters.
Right.
And I never, it wasn't my pick of battle royale when that was the big thing. So I never learned building mechanics. So be able to play it without having to be good at building is great. But yeah, I'd say check it out if you want to go back into it. It's really fun nowadays, and all the Marvel stuff's really cool.
Okay. All right. I guess we're gonna have to go check that out, Lane.
Yeah. No, dude, if we need to get like a penultimate like Fortnite crew going, I'm down.
All
I'll
right.
try it out.
I'm glad you said that because it looks like we're gonna need one to get
Sick.
together. So, all right, cool. Lane, what have you been playing?
I finally did it. I finally beat Elden Ring. I want to
Wow.
say it was either Monday or Tuesday night. Yeah, with I don't know if he's watching or not, but with the help of my brother, he co-opted and helped me beat the last boss. I don't want to necessarily spoil anything, but the last boss is fairly hard for a specific reason, which Ryan, I'm pretty sure you know if
All
you've
right,
beaten
I
it.
have a question.
Yes,
How many attempts at Melania?
haven't tried it yet.
Haven't tried it yet.
Nope,
Okay.
not even there yet.
Okay. See, I did that, then went and beat the final boss. So
Oh,
I'd rather go
okay.
through it
Yeah,
this
no,
way.
I was at that point. I was like, I'm this close to finishing the game. I just want
Yeah.
to go ahead and beat, like, then I can go do post game stuff.
Okay. Well, at that time place, I wasn't like, what happens after I beat this? I'm not sure. I should probably do everything.
I had already been told, like, yeah, there is a post game, so you can save her until like after you finish the last boss and stuff. So
Yeah. But yeah, good luck on that.
oh, I'm gonna need it.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Since then, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna play next.
You coward.
Kind of started Tunic last night. Played like maybe half an hour of that.
Okay.
Now that Ryan said good things about the new Borderlands, I might give that a shot
Okay.
because I've been looking at that, but I've never been the biggest Borderlands fan. But
All
the
right.
D&D stuff has me definitely like interested.
Let me ask you this: did you even bother to touch freaking Tomb Raider?
Oh, I haven't even touched
You
Tomb Raider. I've been so
coward.
focused on Elden Ring.
You coward. Okay. All right.
It took me like when I started that last boss fight, it took me about 3 hours that whole night to beat it. Which
Okay.
was
All right.
I was my body was done after that.
No, there's not a better feeling than when you're just in that fight for a good 3 hours.
Oh, it was when I beat it, I like may have jumped up in the air and was just yelling. Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
And then now I have this like that like post game like void of like
Yep.
you finish like at a really good game and you're like, now what do I do with my life?
That's it. No, Ryan. No.
No.
No, hear me out. It's like detoxing. It gets you off the Elden Ring with slightly worse Elden Ring.
And just far worse story. Is that,
Actually, stories are even.
This game is still
I
at
don't
a
know about that.
$56.40 for
No one in Elden Ring was constantly running around yelling chaos.
And you know, that may be one of its downfalls. It's why I like Bloodborne a bit more.
Okay, you know what? You said it with a straight face, so I'm gonna give that to you. Okay, I'll give that to you. Unfortunately, I have not played anything this week. You know, it's nothing.
It happens.
Yeah, I've just been stuck watching TV. So, but hey, we might be playing some Fortnite this week, so that's good.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Get them victory royales.
Yeah, why not? Okay, I guess this means we're getting into video game news this week. So,
Yeah, what's been happening?
Halo Season 2 is finally coming out this spring. This was a kind of a old news story, but I updated it
Mhm.
today. It also seems like we're getting 3 new modes, and those new modes are arriving May 3rd. Anyway,
If we
classic.
want to talk,
What?
what mode are they adding? I don't know if they have lined
They
up.
are headlined by the classic Halo mode, King of the Hill, obviously, which arrives May 3rd, alongside
Of
2 brand new
classic.
modes: Last Spartan Standing and Land Grab.
I haven't guessed on what Last Spartan Standing is. That's probably a free
Yeah,
for all.
I read up on what Last Spartan Standing was. Did they say what land grab was?
Let's see. Land Grab is a new mode reminiscent of territories from Halo 2 and 3, where players fight in teams to capture various neutral zones. So it's kind of like Call of Duty's.
It's domination.
Domination. Okay.
I remember
And
territories though.
Last Spartan Standing sounds like a mix between like gun game and a battle royale almost.
Yeah.
Like gun game from like Call of Duty and like a kind of like a battle royale almost.
Yeah. I am pulling this from Ryan Dinsdale at IGN.
Okay.
He is saying, let's see, the Lone Wolves theme Last Spartan Standing is less complicated with interesting. With 343 Industries simply describing the objective with one word: survive. The free-for-all mode sees 12 players spawn on big team battle maps with a confined loadout and just 5 respawns. That means game over when they're gone. The match ends when only one
I
player
could
is
get down
left.
with that.
That sounds awesome.
It sounds really
That
cool.
sounds so sweaty. Yeah, put me in for that.
Yeah. So like I'm already starting to feel the pressure.
It's down to 3, and all I got's a plasma pistol.
Yeah, that's crazy. This brings the question, guys: does this, eventually bring you guys back to Halo?
I think so.
Yeah.
Basically, what I was waiting for was a few more game modes and some new maps.
Okay. Yeah, same here for me. I am definitely down to play this. I played Halo like 2 weeks ago. It was fun, but again, it's better with the crew.
Yeah.
But this sounds pretty insane. I could get down with Last Spartan Standing.
Yeah, no, I'd check it out. I definitely will check it out.
Okay. All right, cool. Our next news story is great for me, because a little game called Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga hits a sales record, guys. I am also pulling this from Ryan Dinsdale. Jesus Christ, this guy's on a roll. From IGN.
Yes, he does a lot of news stories.
Yeah. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga had the best Lego game launch in history, which is insane. It sold 3.2 million copies in the first 2 weeks and surpassed sales records worldwide, which is absolutely insane. They go into it and say the first 2 weeks and has exceeded sales records across every platform, region, and edition, which is pretty good, considering that I could have used the bump in our fantasy league. I'd take this as a win,
Yeah, no, I'm really surprised. I mean, I know the Lego games are really popular. 3 million sales of anything is,
Yeah, insane.
not shake a stick at,
Yeah. Which is
This
also
game
interesting.
actually.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was like, this game actually looks like a lot better than most normal Lego games to me.
Yeah.
I think it's because they knew how excited people were for this game. I think that really said it. Like, the generation who grew up playing Lego Star Wars is now turning about 20. They realize that, like, there's going to be a big market there to resell those games to them.
Right.
That kind of deal. All that. Plus, you have the Star Wars IP on top of it, which is arguably, with that or Marvel, is arguably the largest IP on the planet Earth. So I can see how this is sold insanely. I've been meaning to pick it up. It looks really fun.
Is it just not the first, the 6 games all together in one?
No, it's all
a
games.
completely redone of the
it's
each movie's
remastered?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, remake.
No, the gameplay is totally different as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They've added like a combo system to it, like a beat 'em up combo system.
Okay.
Because like the glitch I keep seeing online is you have a person with a lightsaber and then young Anakin Skywalker, and you can't kill a child because that's something you can't do in video games. So with the lightsaber as the other character, you just keep floating up in the air and you can travel that way to places off the map.
Interesting.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
pretty smart. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, so there's just people just beating the crap out of young Anakin Skywalker to get into high places.
Now all those episode 1 haters can take their anger out on young Anakin.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
But he's into pod racing.
Everybody's into pod racing until they're not, you know? Until they start killing young kids for no reason.
Yeah. You either begin what is it that Dark Knight quote? It's like
Either die
either
a
live
hero,
long enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, you die a pod racer or live long enough.
see yourself become a
yourself-
Sith.
Become a Sith.
Darth Vader.
That is perfect. That is perfect.
All
I
right,
also
there we
seen
go.
that interaction between young Anakin and Darth Vader in the game, where young Anakin's like, "Oh man, that's a cool suit," and Darth Vader's just like, "Patience, child," and it's like really weird.
You'll
It
be
is. And
in there
you're
one
just
day.
also just like, that suit keeps you alive
Yeah.
because you were chopped to bits.
Yep. 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 Our next news story is, of course, again from IGN by Rebecca Valentine, and it's all about Nintendo. Unfortunately, this is not good stuff, guys. Former Nintendo employee accuses company of firing them for unionization activities. They filed a complaint with the NLRB, which is the National Labor Relations Board. But Nintendo says the termination was unrelated. So it's a whole thing. I highly recommend you reading Rebecca Valentine's article. But basically, this is pretty much the first bad news story that Nintendo's had when it comes to like the news stories that have been coming out recently with all of Activision's BS and all that stuff. This is the first time in my recent history that I've ever heard of a bad news story coming from Nintendo, if that makes sense.
Honestly,
That's not
kind of surprised this didn't break around the same time as.
Yeah,
I take
which
that
is
back.
weird.
Or maybe around the same time as the other ones, but it probably didn't happen until now.
right.
Or I'm assuming the article will say like when it happened, but I was like, man, kind of surprised, if this happened earlier, that it didn't break around the time all the Activision Blizzard stuff was going on.
Right. It's just I don't know. It caught me off guard. I read this news story earlier this week and I was like, huh. I don't know how I feel about this. And then I saw somebody on Twitter that they were like, just because you have good memories from a video game company doesn't mean that they're all good. And I was like, huh, fuck.
Oh yeah, I've seen multiple tweets from people who have worked or work at like studios and when like all the Activision stuff was breaking, and somebody summed it up pretty well of like, just because you haven't heard like a studio doing something bad, like it happens in every studio.
Yeah.
Like you may not think that your favorite studio is up to some shit, but like it happens everywhere.
Yeah, which is kind
The
of
first time
Sadly,
I remember
which is
that
awful.
feeling was when we all learned about the crunch of CD Projekt Red. That
Yeah,
was when
that
I
one was pretty rough.
Mhm.
yeah. But hey, it is what it is.
I'm
Hopefully,
surprised. Didn't Nintendo get called out for crunch?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that, but I mean, it kind of, at this point wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it also wouldn't surprise me
Mhm.
either. What game do you think it was for crunch?
I remember correctly. It was a Mario sports title. May have been Aces.
Strikers.
No, this was a couple years back.
Aces?
Yeah.
my
That's the
God.
game that you crunch for? Oh no, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm just
it
curious
was
how and why they
definitely a
crunched for that game.
non-titled Mario game.
Huh.
Let me
mean,
look into it.
Any of the Mario sports games I wouldn't crunch for, Like even Mario Party I wouldn't crunch for.
I like
that.
those games, and I wouldn't crunch for those.
Yeah. Like if it's a brand new like Odyssey I would understand, but at the same time like you could put that out whenever,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be keeping us updated on this. It's just, you know, I guess a breaking news story from today, I guess. Huh, interesting. Um, and of course, I get one more news story, and it's kind of upsetting. This is from Jeffrey Bunting at IGN. Why Sony probably won't emulate the PS3, which is kind of upsetting, you know?
Oh.
Isn't it because it's like hard to do?
Yeah, but he kind of like gets into the reason why. He spoke to the developers of the fan-made PS3 emulators to understand why the unique construction of the PS3 hardware continues to haunt PlayStation. The primary roadblock, obviously, is because the console was built differently. Obviously, we all know why it was built different. Well, why it's hard for emulation to happen for the PS3. But, sheesh. Let's see.
The
here.
PS3 was a terribly designed console.
Yeah, I don't know why. You know.
It had. Does everyone remember the like middle PS3 where you could slide open the disc tray?
That's the one I have.
Oh, the
That's the
Slim, the George
grossest
Foreman
of the-
grill.
Slim one?
That's the
super
grossest
slim.
of the.
No,
of
it's
the
not
PS3s.
gross. I would rather
Is it
have
the George Foreman grill?
yeah. I would
as
rather
people call
have
it?
that one than the original $600 one.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's
Hey.
I have the super slim and I love it.
Hey, the original one I have, the Metal Gear Solid one, that thing's cool.
Yeah, of course it is cool.
It's also massive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's huge. I'd love to know where it is.
You just don't know where it is?
My family bought it as a Blu-ray player.
Oh, it's still
When like the PS3 first launched.
yeah.
It was the same price as a Blu-ray player back then, basically. And got used, and I probably just boxed it up and put it somewhere, wherever else the consoles are, somewhere at my parents' house.
Okay. So basically, this article is saying like he's talking to a Discord user, and he's basically saying that developing an emulation solution for the PS3 would be ridiculously expensive for Sony, which we all kind of knew, and would make no financial sense. But you know, sometimes we have to do stuff we don't really want to. You know. So Sony, get on it.
There is something this says to me.
What's that?
This says to me that there's going to be a price hike in the next 5 to 10 years of PS3, Xbox 360 era gaming.
Is there
Because
not already?
the PS2 and the Xbox are seeing it right now a lot more. Like games that you wouldn't think would be $200 to $300, or for used good condition copy. I think that will happen with the PS3 and now especially.
Yeah.
If we just can't emulate these games and they're not getting preserved like that.
I would say
And-
Xbox isn't as bad because
No,
like
they have their backwards
because they have
compatibility.
you can play everything backwards compatible.
Mhm.
It's just
Most
it's
Xbox
finding
games
some
are
of them
great.
is just finding the disc,
Mhm.
which can make the price hike happen because like some games aren't necessarily on the store anymore.
Yeah.
No,
you have
Xbox
to, like-
did a good job of protecting their games.
But for
basically.
for the most part, you can find a lot of games still. But yeah, PlayStation not so much. So yeah, I definitely agree with you on like PS3 games. I think are going to end up like GameCube games are now
I think the hike will
pretty
be insane,
soon,
especially for
and they're going to hike up real high real quick.
especially for like us things that weren't so printed, like
Oh
the
yeah,
90 billion JRPGs that were put out on that console.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Like I could see like Disgaea 3 being fucking War for Fortune or something like that.
Pretty expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know why I put that story in the doc, but
It's interesting.
I felt that there was a deeper.
It says something now to me about what will be the how PlayStation's Plus thing with its Games Pass idea is going to work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because again, I don't think we'll be seeing those games like we may see, because like with Xbox Game Pass, of course, that's where the came in of the being able to play your backlogged games like that,
Right.
adding older games to that so you can be played.
Yeah.
All that kind of thing. I don't think we'll be seeing that from PlayStation as much from their anything probably older than a PS4.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I still have hope that they will figure something out. You know, Mark Cerny.
Give me PS2 emulation.
Aren't they
be
coming out with
fantastic.
that?
Let me play some PS2 games.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure they're coming out with that. Yeah, with the new launch of.
Was that what they was it PS2 games or was it only PS1 games?
No, PS1 and PS2.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just can't do PS.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, they tried really hard back then for you not to be able to pirate their games, and now it's kind of screwing them.
Yeah, we can't pirate our games, guys. I'm sorry. We were so good at
We
stopping.
can't even pirate
Yeah,
these games.
exactly. It's crazy. It's crazy. And of course, I saved the best for last. Sonic Origins gets a release date. And guess what, guys? It's going to be released on June 23rd, 2022, which apparently is Sonic's birthday. Interestingly enough.
It's
Happy
good for Sonic.
birthday, Sonic.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
yeah.
buddy. Movies
So
are killing it. Your game's coming out.
exactly.
You know what, Sonic? You know what I'd like for your birthday?
You know what?
Sonic Adventure 3.
Listen, we're getting
Aren't
aren't we
we
getting
all?
another Sonic game this year?
We're getting the world.
Yeah, but I want another
Frontiers.
Sonic. I want another Sonic Adventure game.
Okay, all right.
I
Well,
don't care about these other games.
I am now officially canceling the Summer of Morbius, and I am now officially naming this 2022 the year of Sonic. And I think that's a really
Oh, not just the summer of Sonic. It's the entire year is now about Sonic.
I mean,
No,
the
it's
summer.
like the year of Luigi.
Yeah. And
Okay.
unfortunately, Luigi died at the end of the year. Luigi, but let's hope that doesn't happen. to
Luigi
Sonic.
died in
Rest,
2017.
rest in
I think
peace,
so.
Luigi.
Remember that Super Smash Brothers trailer where
Oh
he
yeah,
was
Oh,
a
yeah,
ghost?
he
did die.
yeah, he got taken out.
He got taken out.
Yeah, he was a ghost.
Yeah, Belmont
Poor
took him
Luigi.
out.
Yeah. So this is going to include Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and of course Sonic CD, which I'm not familiar with Sonic CD. I don't remember that one. But hey, it is what it is. It's going to be all bringing to current platforms, but the only problem with that is for some reason they decided it was a good idea to put this weird ass fucking EA bullshit and put it pretty much I don't even know how to describe this. Put out a graph to see where you can get all the content. And
No, the graph is
Wait,
bad.
what content are they cutting? Are they cutting out like levels of?
I'll
the
tell you
Sonic
right
games?
here, right now. So
Oh my God.
apparently, okay, so it's really just the standard edition, and then there's 3 DLC packs, and then you could also get the digital deluxe edition. So
Okay.
it's 2 editions, standard and digital deluxe, which it still doesn't make any sense to me. So
No.
they have here, I'm going to list you off everything that they've given. Main game, which you can get in the standard edition, obviously, and the digital deluxe edition. 100 bonus coins, which you could only get from the Start Dash Pack, which is a free DLC with the pre-order of the standard or digital deluxe. Mirror Mode Unlocked, which of course, again, is also free DLC. Hard missions, which you could only get from the premium fun pack, which is also included in the digital deluxe edition. It's already confusing the shit out of me.
This makes no sense so far.
Letterbox backgrounds, which is gonna be also free DLC, also in the premium fun pack, and that's it. You gotta buy. I guess you have to buy DLC. Again, this doesn't make any sense.
What like are they just like, oh, we've taken a few of the Sonic levels and put them behind DLCs and pay like
It's more of the music and let's see.
Yeah,
what
no.
else.
Okay, no, this makes sense now.
Extra
okay.
stuff.
so this is like for like the hardcore
I'm
Sonic.
looking.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
this is character animations in the main menu. And
Camera
then like
controls.
camera controls and tracks.
Yeah.
camera controls?
So like no, so like you can break out of a level and fully 3D rotate it,
Oh my god. Okay.
and like just look at the pixel art and everything of
Interesting.
Sonic 2 level, that
Yeah.
kind of
Okay.
deal.
So pretty much get the digital deluxe edition.
Yeah, so if you're gonna
there's
buy
no
the game, get
difference
the
in the
digital deluxe
price.
edition.
Like really, it's
No.
$40 and $45.
Which is
Oh,
fine.
that's really not that bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I
No.
assumed it was like I assumed it was a lot worse than
No, that's just
what we're getting.
Yeah,
$5.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
just pay the extra $5.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's fine.
Also, I keep seeing people getting mad at the pricing for this. I think the pricing isn't that bad.
this is 4 games, 4
Well,
premium
how-
games.
$10.
$10 a game though. I would easily
Yeah.
buy any one of these games for $10.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Absolutely.
No, I think it's not bad at all.
Which means
It's
when Sonic Frontiers comes out, I expect you to put out at least $90 for this game.
I will.
I'm buying
buy
the
Sonic.
Gotta Go Fast Collector's Edition
Hey, if
with
it
the
comes
real
with
with the live hedgehog in it.
yeah, yeah.
If it comes with a dope statue of Sonic, I'll buy it.
If it comes with, honestly, I love the art style that, I forgot which. Oh man, the
Sonic Mania?
Sonic Mania art style. Oh my god, I love it so much.
You
It's
mean
so
the
good.
one that this game used in its trailer?
Yes, I'm hoping the Sonic Mania guys did this game. Well, did these?
I believe they did.
Okay,
I believe
good,
they did do the
I would
port.
assume so because Sonic Mania was like a big
Yeah,
basically sequel to these.
and
so
maybe
Uh-huh.
let's hope we get more Sonic games in the future. You know.
I
hopefully.
don't
We're getting
think
that.
we
We're
need
getting an
to
open
worry.
world Sonic game soon.
Well, I meant like more 2D Sonic
The
games.
retro like
Yeah.
Sonic.
Yeah.
I think
Or-
Sonic isn't going anywhere. His movie did fantastic. He is doing fantastic.
Yeah.
It's the year of Sonic.
He's going real fast.
Yeah.
It may be the year of Sonic, but it'll always be the summer of Morbius and
That
all.
doesn't make any sense at all. How could it always be the summer when we're in spring? That didn't
It's-
make any
it's-
sense.
It's
That movie came
100
out in
degrees
February.
outside my
It's
house
not even
right
summer
now.
yet.
It's summer.
That movie came out in February. It doesn't make any sense. Oh God.
It's summer.
Which
It's gonna
brings
be a long. It's gonna be a long summer.
It's gonna be a long summer.
this was supposed to be the
Morbius
summer
got
of
delayed
George.
6 times, 6 more weeks of summer.
Oh God.
For
6
every
more
delay.
years, more like it. Anyway, this brings us to the topic of the show, Kingdom Hearts 4, guys. So
Go.
let's start off with one thing we want from Kingdom Hearts 4, and I'm gonna start it off. We've done as much as we possibly can with most of the Disney stuff. It's time to dive deep into Final Fantasy. Let's go.
Oh yes.
Final
Oh,
Fantasy
fuck.
15, drop us in. Let's go on a road trip with the boys.
Oh please. Oh my God.
You
Yes.
know?
I didn't even know I wanted this until now.
Yeah. Let's have Noctis teach us how to, have our Keyblade just roam around us while we.
Send me to Midgar. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Honestly, I feel like they could do it too. We see
They could
Barret
absolutely do it.
I will.
in the
I
new
will
art
be
style though, in remake.
Oh please,
the
yes.
devil's advocate here.
You monster.
Don't ruin this, you monster.
I just don't think that's a good idea. I'll be honest. The only appeal to to Kingdom Hearts is the Disney crossover.
I'm not saying we.
Well, are you
What?
saying
No,
we bring
no.
Goofy and Donald with us?
No.
No, the way you sell Kingdom Hearts to anyone who's never played it is it's Final Fantasy and Disney.
Yes.
When you can't
Yeah.
sell Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy except to diehard fans.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying we cut out the Disney stuff entirely. I'm saying maybe the first half of this game, we're in a couple Final Fantasy worlds. Let's go.
Didn't even have to be the first half. Just kind of mix them in. You got some
Yeah,
Disney World.
I
Final
just
Fantasy
feel
World.
like there's not a lot of other stuff that you can do with the Disney properties besides backtracking to.
I mean, there's so many more, but movies keep coming out with interesting
Yeah, but
worlds.
they're not good movies.
What the fuck?
Okay,
Shot
they're not
fired.
good movies. All right.
What hasn't been good from Disney
I'm also curious to see
in the past couple
how
years?
they handle
Tell me.
some of the newer
I'll
movies,
find out. Hold
like
on.
from a combat standpoint. You know,
Yeah.
like what other movies could they do? Like what other newer Disney movies could they go into that would make sense with you doing combat in?
The only thing I can see is Raya and the Last Dragon.
I think Ryan the
That one
Dragon
would be
makes
cool.
a lot of sense. It'd be a really cool world.
Because like Big Hero 6 make perfect sense.
Yeah, but Big Hero 6 is also not.
But I mean, the way you get over that is just that the darkness has invaded the world. So you just deal with darkness in every world.
I guess.
I don't see them taking away the Disney thing, but here's where I think it's going with that newer art style. Okay. I think we're going into the two other big Disney IPs. I think we're finally going to do Star Wars and Marvel. I think that's where it's going.
Well, if you freeze that one frame in the trailer.
Yes, I did.
In the forest. And it looks very much like a certain planet in Star Wars.
Yeah, no.
And there's a certain thing in the corner of the frame that looks like a foot from ATST.
Yeah, no, that's where I think this goes.
I'm thinking we might be going to Indoor, hanging out with some Ewoks.
The question is, do we see
do we see? Yeah, absolutely.
No. Do we see Luke Skywalker popping up with the bad CGI?
Oh yeah, who's
the bad CGI? The bad CGI.
Who's gonna give me the lightsaber Keyblade?
Oh my God! Could you imagine what that would even look like? Oh,
it would look incredible. What are you talking about?
It would. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's incredible.
Wait, all right. So are we going to say that the light beam has a curve in it to begin to make the key port?
Why not?
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying right now. I'm just making sure that's where we're at here.
Yeah. The question is, what? I'm assuming we're just going to start off with the original trilogy, but
I would assume if you're going to Endor, like, it's going to be like you're going to help, like, fight Darth Vader,
which
heartless Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this sounds so
heartless Darth Vader.
Oh man.
Like, that's good.
He's
shit
tough
right
now.
there.
Just imagine him as
heartless Palpatine.
Oh God.
That's just Palpatine. So well.
That's just Palpatine.
It works so well because the Sith and the dark side of the Force and the darkness and oh my God, it fits perfectly. You work so well.
That's my hope, though, is that we get to go to some of these more realistic worlds, let's say, with this engine.
But you expect them to hop into Marvel as well? See, that's where I draw the line.
100%.
I feel like
I think
possibly.
Hear me
I feel
out
like
here.
we could go to New York.
Hear me out here. I think New York hanging out with Spider-Man. I think you could do that. You could do Sinister Stick storyline. You could do so much stuff with that. I think you just go hang out with the Marvel heroes.
Yeah.
And go on an adventure against, I don't know, Sinister Six,
Taskmaster.
Fin Fang Foom. Hear me out on Fin Fang Foom. No. Taking over.
I want to see Sora fight Thanos. Just go full end game.
No, hear me out. No, it's going to be the end game where all the portals open. He's just going to open up with his key door and walk in.
Yeah.
He's like, what's happening here?
Just like that Super Smash Brothers trailer.
Yeah.
It opens with like Sora and Donald and Goofy just see this portal open up and they're like, "What is this?" And they just go through it and it's Captain America and Avengers Assemble and you just walk through and now you're fighting Thanos.
I was gonna say they're like crap. What's this guy's name? Oh, I lost it. Crap.
It's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone. I'm looking at the movies that they've done. I could definitely see a Zootopia movie.
I think that world is needed. Yeah. I think Zootopia is needed. I think the way that the doors and everything and the rooms are so huge and Encanto could be really interesting to see the rest of that house.
Encanto just feels like
I think it works. I think it works.
There's no antagonist.
Okay, well then we're gonna have to sit through a whole song. Like that's gonna be the Frozen of this one.
And you know what? That's fine.
No, there's no antagonist.
You don't need an antagonist.
You gotta fight a house at the end.
That's where you can put in the hard, weird lore of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
where however it get, that's where you loop in the lore.
Oh, you know what?
Or what they could do an Atlantis situation from Kingdom Hearts 2, where you don't really fight anything, you just do musical like
Yeah,
we don't
things
want
the whole
that'd be
time.
great.
We don't want
It
that.
doesn't
I'm
need to
not
be
saying
there
I
for a
want it. I'm
while.
just saying that's what they could do.
I'm seeing.
You don't need to be there for a while, but I want to experience these worlds with Sora and Donald and Goofy. It sounds
No,
fun.
I'm thinking more along the lines of what they did with Toy Story and Kingdom Hearts 3, where
That's cool. Yeah.
I could definitely see that happening.
I think if you want my honest opinion where this game is going,
Yeah.
I think we're spending at least 60% of that game in Shibuya. I think we're going to spend a lot of time in
Oh, I'm
modern
down. I
day
think it looks
Tokyo.
awesome.
It'll be kind of like Hollow Bastion, where you have to
Yeah.
go back and forth. Yeah, I could see that.
But I think that we'll be spending a lot more time than people are expecting there doing some weird Final Fantasy ass
Oh my
shit.
God.
I believe so.
Coco.
That's where I think it's going to be.
Ooh,
I
Coco could be cool.
Coco.
I
could be
think it'll
amazing.
be.
Sorry, Ryan. Continue.
Oh no, I think Coco. Do you see the Disney worlds sound cool now? They work.
Yeah, but again, you have to realize that this man has to like spread these across maybe another trilogy, maybe a couple
Probably more. No, knowing no more.
That's what I'm saying.
More than a trilogy.
That's being That's being yeah, generous. I would say he's got a couple worlds that he's got to. He's got a couple games that he's got to fill in these worlds.
That's fair. I could see you going back to Star Wars though, a bit like Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah,
where you're in just a different movie every time.
yeah,
Yeah.
which would be very confusing. It's Star Wars in and of itself is kind of already confusing.
Yeah.
I was
What's confusing?
well
about
in the fact
Star
that the
Wars?
prequels are like after the original trilogy. It's just I find it to be kind of stupid.
Oh, I don't ever see them going to go to 1, 2, or 3. I promise that.
Oh, you don't think so?
I doubt it.
but
I doubt it.
I could
see
I
that.
could see you waking up and being like at the junkyard with Ray and getting in the Falcon and you're like Han Solo again. I could see all that happening.
Oh my god, it's weird. I heard Sora say Han Solo. The way you said it, it kind of sounded like Sora. Okay, what I'm saying is, there's usually a balance of Final Fantasy elements with Kingdom Hearts. Well, Kingdom Hearts stuff with the Disney stuff. I would like to see maybe be 60% Final Fantasy stuff or Kingdom Hearts stuff, and then 40% Disney.
My biggest thing I want is even if they don't do the worlds for Final Fantasy, just bring back the characters.
Yeah.
Like I missed seeing Cloud and Leon and
Yeah.
all the 7 cast and everyone back in 3. Like
Yeah.
I get it, we weren't in Radiant Garden, but like come on. They've
Still,
been in just about every other game. Like
they should be back in their original towns now. So which would be awesome.
We just end up in Midgar.
Yeah.
oh please, oh my god.
But what I'm saying is we end up in
Nomura's
Midgar,
Final 7
and
Fantasy
it's actually
7 remake.
it's the world of Final Fantasy 7 remake. So we see Cloud
This would
having
be so
fucking headaches,
fantastic,
and
yes.
we're like, "What the fuck, Cloud? You were a badass. What happened?"
It's the heartless, giving him headaches.
Yeah.
Put my putting my big tinfoil hat on here, and
Okay.
so I feel like how this game is gonna go. Like I know the new art style is specifically because he's in like Shibuya,
Yeah.
because like there's been so many people that are freaking out about the art style. I'm like, oh, it's different. It's different. And I'm
R.I.P.
like,
the big
I'm like, have you
shoes.
not played any other Kingdom Hearts game where Sora goes to some other place that he has to change like
Yeah.
his appearance or whatever? Like, come on now.
You know,
So-
Monsters Inc. Sora. If I remember.
Monsters Inc. Sora, the Mermaid Sora, the Lion Sora, all that.
Weird ass furry Sora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
so weird.
So I feel like this could either go a few ways, like of what they could do. So I feel like they could either go the like Dream Drop Distance route of you're going to play as both Sora and Riku
Yeah.
at different points, because Riku is also spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't even if you hadn't
You
finished
can
that game by now,
spoil
if you hadn't
Kingdom
finished,
Hearts 3.
that game by now and you're listening, oh my god.
I finished the game. I just didn't play the DLC.
Okay. Well, spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3. Sora and Riku both get teleported here to Shibuya. So I feel like we could either swap between them, or they could do a like DLC, like almost like a Chain of Memory style story, where like you beat Sora's story,
And then
you go back and play through as Riku.
Yeah.
You know, experiencing the whole story and getting more plot points. Like they could do like an A and a B story type deal.
Unfortunately, I have to say I'd rather they didn't do that. I would prefer that it be Dream Drop Distance, if anything.
Mhm.
Not the stupid, like, sleep thing where you have a...
Yeah, I was not a fan of that aspect.
I would say finish a level and then you play as the other character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I definitely think that it is going to be the Dream Drop Distance route.
It's unfortunate.
I think we're going to see in the next trailer they show us, I'm guessing next year.
Oh, you're being generous. 2 years.
Oh, I'm talking like next year's like freaking Game Awards.
That's okay. All right.
I'm talking
That
like the
sounds a little better.
2024.
This
2023 Game
this trailer
Awards.
wasn't even in the like technically the correct engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just had to make this trailer out because they were like, "Oh, the game's leaking, so we gotta here's something."
Yeah, and then shout out to the Nvidia leaks.
Yeah.
But I definitely see it going that way, and I see the next trailer being Riku combat.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna at least see him in some aspect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree with that. I could
I'm
definitely.
curious
and he'll
to
have the
see-
dumb key again.
What I am curious about though is if they're going
Lord.
like, are they gonna make it back to like the other characters in this game, or are most of the other characters that we're used to seeing just not even gonna be like
Who
you know,
knows?
like is Kyrie just not going to be, you know, after everyone wanted to play her for so long, you kind of got to play her in Remind a little bit, like, you know.
I'm calling it the last shot of the game will be Kyrie stepping through a portal to head to the next like world.
But like she's older now, and she's now officially a Keyblade Master. Could you imagine?
That'd be
I
cool.
could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah. And she's actually from the future, and she's like, "Sora, I need you to come with me." And she's actually,
I could see her and Axel.
yeah.
But since I know now that we're gonna have to wait, I don't know how long for this game.
Hopefully 5.
This gives so much time to catch up on the mobile game,
Which
because
We don't go
from
near
everything I've seen in the trailer, there's a specific character who is extremely important. The girl in the apartment, that wakes Sora up, is spoilers for the mobile game, but none of you are gonna play it. So
I have a
did
friend
play it
who's
for a while.
addicted to it, and
Yeah.
will just give me story updates like once
Yeah.
every 3 months. I'm like, okay. I understand
So the girl in the apartment is Marluxia back when he was an actual person. That is his sister, who died
Interesting.
in the mobile game. So the world that Sora is in is essentially like
The underworld,
like a
but for,
purgatory afterlife kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that Donald and Goofy were talking to Hades
Oh yeah, that's a given.
in
that.
the
100%.
in the trailer, because you know him being the king of the underworld and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see one, who else shows up here, like if there's going to be any other characters that we recognize from like past games or anything like that in here. Maybe Orin, that'd be cool.
That would be.
So
If I
I'm
remember
very
correctly,
interested.
sorry, if I remember correctly, Marluxia died, didn't he?
Yes, just about at the end of 3, pretty much all of the original Organization 13 is basically dead,
Okay.
barring like maybe 1 or 2, because
Nah.
Ansem or Xehanort's basically replaced them all. Basically replaced all of them with
Yeah.
different versions of
Of
himself
himself.
throughout time.
Get
And
Norded.
then you go
okay.
basically and kill the rest of them.
Yeah.
They're all basically, I'm assuming, going to be somebody's again,
So maybe
because
we
that
see
seems
them
to be
in this game?
seems to be what happens. Yeah, when you kill a nobody, when you kill a nobody, is they become a someone.
When
And
you-
it's what happened with Axel. And
When you kill a nobody, you become
They
a somebody.
become somebody. God, Kingdom
yeah,
Hearts.
because
gotta
this,
love
Kingdom Hearts makes perfect sense.
Yes, it
What
does.
was it? Here's my idea for who we're going to meet in Shibuya early with the Purgatory thing. I think we're going to bring more Days End Review.
World Ends with You.
World End Review, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people have been wanting that since Dream Drop Distance. So they've been
And
wanting more world.
I really think this is where you would do it. If you're going
Do you
to
think
do
they're
it,
bringing in like the original ones or the ones from the sequel?
I'm not sure.
Didn't we kind of get the ones from the original in Dream
Yeah,
Drop
that was
We
in
got a
Dream Drop
few of them,
Distance.
yeah.
So I'm thinking they go probably straight
I
ahead
could
to
see the
sequel.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see the new characters appearing.
I
Especially
feel like
since
I feel like they could go either way.
especially since it's Purgatory, Shibuya,
Right.
and spoilers for the World's End Review. That game is also Purgatory Shibuya,
Oh man! Whoa.
Yeah. Oh.
and both made by Nomura. So
It's all coming together. Every single Nomura game that's ever been made is coming to come.
Nomuraverse.
Yes.
The NCU, the Nomura Cinematic Universe.
I like that. It's coming all together for Kingdom Hearts 6 when it eventually comes out in 30 years.
Now, were you expecting it to be called 4, or were you expecting it to have a long and dumb name?
Oh, I was absolutely expecting like Kingdom Hearts, strange long subtitle.
Yeah, I was expecting Kingdom
Strangers
Hearts
of Paradise.
3.99 tangent
I
0.
hate how that fits.
Yeah. That actually fits perfectly for
I hate
this.
that it fits.
Kingdom Hearts 4 Strangers of Paradise. Oh man. Where you just see chaos. Oh, that brings us a good question. Do we see Jack in this?
God,
Jack and the
could.
gang.
no.
We could.
If you're gonna bring in new Final Fantasy characters, bring in like Noctis.
But Noctis is a little bitch baby.
Then you have
Watch your fucking mouth, sir.
yeah, Ryan. I'm gonna disregard that comment
Alright.
because that is slanderous and not true. Then we're gonna have 3 characters that look almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
We'll have Riku, Noctis, and Yuzora.
Yes. That's
I-
okay.
And Yuzora is basically Noctis.
Yes.
I love Noctis, but he's an annoying little bitch boy. You
watch
can't
your
tell
fucking
people.
mouth,
that.
sir.
No.
Watch your
How
fucking mouth.
you
alright?
speak to your king in a more
Which
positive light, sir.
brings us the question: if Final Fantasy
Shallow is
16
very
comes out first, do we see that in this game?
Maybe not. I would say maybe not because Nomura. I don't. Oh wait, did he have a hand in 16?
I think so.
Does
If
he?
he is, I believe he is.
If he
creative.
does, yes. If not, probably not.
Okay. I do expect 13, like the actual 13, not 13 verses, to show up in this game too.
Oh, you think like Lightning's gonna show up?
Yeah.
Oh, I would be so down.
Lightning.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he is not touching this Final Fantasy 16.
Okay.
This is being
Because it
produced-
seems like most of the ones that are in are either the extremely popular characters that like everyone knows,
yeah,
or
Lightning.
it's ones that he's had a hand in.
Lightning. Yeah.
Oh, they actually picked a good guy to work on this for Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, Yoshida.
Oh yeah,
Isn't
Yoshida,
Yoshida?
Yoshi
Yeah.
P.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man who
Yeah.
saved 14. Yeah, they could
Yeah,
pick like the
he's
best
a
guy they
legend.
could have picked to
Yeah.
work on 16.
Hold on here. We're getting into a bit of the weeds. The artist for Final Fantasy 13 was Tetsuya Nomura. So
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Did
That-
you look at the designs of that game and not think to yourself,
Oh no, I
Oh, yeah,
did.
Nomura.
I did. But
these
My-
are Nora ass designs?
yes, absolutely. And I'm okay. with
Okay, dude, I'm down to see Lightning in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Kick some ass
Oh.
with some with the fucking
Ooh.
sword gun. Oh god, so good.
Lightning, though, is also just good. Ooh, do I want to see Lightning? Do I have to see anyone else from that game?
Yes, you have to see Snow. You have to see
No.
Bitch Boy Hope. And
You get to see Fang and Vanille
yeah,
and Saz.
Oh, okay.
and his
And,
little chocobo.
yeah.
Now, will this whole world be taking place in a hallway setting?
Yes, it's
Uh,
gonna be
I mean,
Final
sure, why
Fantasy
not?
13.
Yeah, you're just running
Wonderful.
through,
Yeah.
why not?
There's a long straight tunnel.
Yeah,
I'm down.
you just play Final Fantasy 13 in this game.
The whole game.
Yeah,
The combat
the
turns
whole saga.
turn-based.
yeah. I could see it. I'm down for
Picture
it.
Donald and Goofy. Tora is not in these levels.
Yeah,
He is trapped. This is them trying to find them.
yeah, that's fine. What are the things that we are afraid for this game? Do we expect a long delay? I expect this. My hope is that it's 5 years, but I could see 8 with everything Nomura's
I
doing.
kind of don't see like. I feel like 3 was kind of the exception for the rule.
Okay.
Like if you look at the release between like every other Kingdom Hearts, it's been like a decent amount of like a normal amount of time.
Right.
3, I think, was maybe an anomaly given some stuff that was going on behind the scenes.
Right.
I think 4 will come out in a more like, normal
Standard.
amount of time, like maybe a few years. Nothing like 3. I hope. God,
I
hope.
think it depends on how much Sony is paying for Final Fantasy VII Remake
Yeah.
to be made and come out. I
And
think
16.
that really is.
Well,
That's
16
true.
doesn't really count.
I think that really is because Sony has the exclusive rights for that game. I feel like they're going to want that game.
Still hasn't
But
come out.
they also
Xbox,
don't they have
has it?
completely different teaching on Kingdom
Isn't
Hearts
it
and
both Nomura though still working on 7 Remake?
I think Nomura
no, I
has-
think he stepped down kind
Yeah.
of. He
He
is
was working
not
on too much stuff.
as involved in
Let me
7
double check.
I thought he stepped down from other things to work on Remake.
I could be wrong.
Let me check.
I know he's obviously the most involved in Kingdom Hearts, and I think in 7 he's not directing or anything. He's more just like not.
Yeah, so he did step
He's not like
down.
spearheading it, basically.
He did step down for the other. Like he did obviously the first remake. He did step down after the first remake to work on other games. So
Then
I think other games is Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
let's hope.
Then
let's
I'm
hope.
guessing they're wanting if they're willing to have Nomura step down from 7 for this, then
He is.
yeah.
Let me rephrase. He's not the director anymore. He's just going to be helping out on the side.
Yeah, which I mean
Yes,
is fine.
but I
He
mean,
he
that's
can help
fine.
out.
As long as whatever vision he had in that beginning keeps to it, I don't want
Yeah.
a wildly different vibe around the Badlands, basically.
But I
in
think
7.
most people from 7, like a lot of people that are kind of spearheading that are the people who made the original.
So to be clear, he is
So-
stepping down, stepping back into a creative director role.
That's fine.
So that's good. He can still get his vision out. He just
And-
won't be like directly like.
The reason why he said he was stepping down was due to him working on unprecedented number of projects in relation
Probably needs
to
a
Final
nap.
Fantasy. Yeah,
He's probably tired.
this man works harder than.
No, it's a bit like the guy who makes Smash Bros. Sakurai.
Yeah,
Where
I
you're
was just gonna
like-
say, yeah, he works just as hard as Sakurai.
I'll
Yeah.
never forget one of my friends being like, "Why are all those people in the room with Sakurai during when the Nintendo Direct?" And that person just like, "So he doesn't escape."
He's trapped in that room until he finishes the game.
And then that's where they have Nomura.
Yeah. Oh man,
Once you escape, then you turn into Kojima.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
no.
Could you imagine?
I don't need a Death Stranding Kingdom Hearts.
No, but we need some Metal Gear
Hey,
Solid.
hey!
Oh my god.
Death Stranding
That's true. We do need some.
is
Metal Gear.
amazing.
It's something.
That's the 3 people that I want to work on a game: Kojima, Nomura, and Sakurai. All in
Oh my
all
God.
in the same game. Let's see what.
I
they
just want to see how
come up with.
ridiculous that game would be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything that I'm like deathly afraid of for 4. I'm not really afraid of anything because I don't really know exactly where everything's headed.
Yeah.
Because like 4 wrapped up the thing that they'd been building up since
3.
1, basically.
Yeah.
Or 3, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, 3 basically wrapped up everything they'd been building for 1. Like that is the end of like an arc, basically.
So it's weird for me because I assumed that, they wrapped up everything, that the Heartless wouldn't be a problem anymore, and then we see
No, the
this
Heartless
trailer.
had really nothing to do with Xehanort. Or they did, but not like he didn't create
Yeah,
them or anything.
exactly.
They'd
That's what I'm
always been
saying. I just expected the Heartless to be just done, but which was kind of stupid for me to think. But I am expecting a new villain type. Sorry, not villain, enemy type.
Well, yeah, because I think Nobody's maybe, but I could be wrong about that. Because that was more of a Xehanort thing of
Yeah.
making the Nobodies.
Yeah.
But he
believe
didn't
so.
really make the nobodies. Actually, nobodies are literally just what's left over when a Heartless gets made.
So nobodies are definitely showing
Yeah,
up.
nobodies are still going to be a thing. Yeah, we may get a new
It
enemy
could be
type
somebody's. We don't
we're
forget
going.
nobodies could be somebody's.
This is true. Yes.
I do think we might get a new enemy type in Shibuya. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
People.
Yeah, exactly. It's just people.
It's regular people on the street.
It's a Yakuza. Wait, hear me out. It's a
Yakuza.
Yakuza game.
Bring in Kiryu.
You just go around Shibuya, you play in arcades, you beat up some street punks,
Oh my god.
you get a cool suit.
See, yeah, I know who the main enemy is now. Because it's not Xehanort, it's the Master of Masters, who we still don't know a whole lot about.
Oh my god.
Like
That's a good oh my god. Like I want to know more. Like
Yeah.
I'm a huge I want to say that I'm a huge like lore guy, but that's not true. I guess only when it comes to things that I care about. That makes sense. Like you give me more lore into Kingdom Hearts stuff, I'm all for it, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I understand the lore aspect. That's probably one of the things I enjoy most about Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Give me that weird that weird lore that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I'm
all
like,
about it.
all right,
okay
and
with
then this fixes whatever happened 5 games ago.
Yeah.
The
Did you
reason
play
why
the
Dream
card
Drop-
game? Well, you better have, or you won't understand
So,
any of this.
I'm curious. I mean, not my fear, but like I know they're gonna bring in more stuff about like they're definitely everything in the mobile games is now like
canon.
Board canon.
it kind of it's been canon since like 3 came out.
Yeah.
But like,
it was
otherwise,
like-
it was just like a
They
war
brought a
canon
little
and
bit.
all that.
They brought a little bit of it in, but now I think now that all the Xehanort stuff is done, like all of that stuff is the only like stuff left that we have to
yeah.
bring in that not a lot that they haven't really touched a whole lot of on.
Yeah.
And I know that like that's gonna confuse a ton of people because there's so many people that like I never played the game, but I'm trying to get up on the lore now because like I need to know what happens.
Oh,
so I'm ready.
expect a beautifully rendered 20-minute cutscene
Yeah.
explaining all of it.
You know what? I was actually kind of fine with that. If they
Where it just goes through the whole history of the mobile game.
Yeah.
if
They need to
just-
do something, but the cutscene they had for the movie they had for about the ones in Union Cross like wasn't that good at explaining what was going on.
No, it was terrible. I had a friend explain it to
It
me.
looked really good, but
I
I
thought it
watched it
was
and it
really
was like
good.
I literally didn't understand what was going
I
on.
thought it was really good.
Nah, it was good. It just didn't make any sense.
I guess I'm the 1% here. You know, and that's okay.
You're the Kingdom Hearts 1%.
I'm the Kingdom Hearts 1%. Everything I
It didn't make any
absorbed
sense
that's
because
Kingdom
I
Hearts.
expected it to explain the whole mobile game to me, and
Yeah,
it
it
didn't.
didn't.
So that might have been my bad.
Yeah, that's
But
okay.
now I'm getting more into it and
Yeah.
trying to figure out everything that's going on.
The only thing that sucks is I'm pretty sure the mobile game you had to have played it like
Yeah.
from the beginning. Otherwise,
I think you
won't
can
get
go
it.
watch. I think if you download it now, you can watch all the cutscenes.
You
Oh,
can.
okay, cool.
Yeah, if you download the
So
Union
I'll just
Cross
do this
and I
before
think
the game.
and Dark Road, I think you can watch all the cutscenes because they knew like, all right, not everyone's gonna go play these, and we're done like making more content.
Wait, Ruben, hear me out on this idea.
What's
Hear
up?
me
God.
out. So this is a Square Enix game.
Yeah.
Of course. They already have done amazing work in the Marvel department.
No.
What if we go
Where's
visit
this
those
going?
Avengers?
No, that's what I thought you were
Oh,
alluding to
no.
before. I don't want that at
No.
all.
You don't want to go visit those Avengers?
No.
Weird looking
s-
Captain America?
No, they can stay in their own.
Okay, what about Square Enix published games? Because if we do
see
that,
Near Automata?
if we do that, there's a oh my
That could be
oh,
insane.
Yeah.
That's not where I was going, but now I want that.
Yeah.
No, I was going with there's a certain explorer that could possibly maybe show up if
Tomb
they're
Raider.
published games. Yeah, we get Tomb Raider.
Yes, Torch. He has a Glock.
Yes,
Here's
Lara,
Dinosaur.
Lara Croft
Yeah.
showing up and
Here's
climbing,
Jesus.
raiding
I need you
tombs
to
with
do me a favor
raiding
and kill him
tombs
with
with
your
Sora.
sword.
This
unlike his
game-
heart with your key sword.
His hands or a Glock.
I
Just
mean,
here you go.
no. It's more of a lightning situation where the sword, the Keyblade turns into is a sword, but is also a gun. You know.
And when you
Why
finish
does
the
lightning of you go for the gunblade and not freaking
Not
nine,
Leon.
not Squall?
I didn't play that game. That's
8,
Ah, you missed out on a great time.
why. Eh,
the end of the Tomb Raider one, so
Leon needs to
instead
give
of
it to me.
finding some treasure with Laura, like Sora, it's just like, you know what, Laura, the treasure is the friends we made along the way.
Yes.
She's like, that doesn't pay the bills.
The friendship we
It's
made
the
along the
friendship.
way. But I have to find my father's killer. No, you could just let it go.
No,
You
for
could just-
friendship.
yeah. Yeah.
Your father's a heartless now.
Oh my god. He's a heartless, and now once we kill that heartless, he's gonna turn into a nobody. So
No,
you should
so we
probably
find
just
his
leave him
nobody,
alone.
then we go take his nobody out, then he comes back.
Is that how the circle of life happens?
That in Kingdom Hearts, that is how it happens.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well,
That's what happened with Axel. It's happened with, or apparently, if you're a nobody, you can just like will yourself into existence
hey man.
if you try hard enough. That's what happened with Nominee.
Yeah.
It did.
I
Oh my
guess.
god, it did.
Oh god.
They just literally they willed themselves into existence.
My brain
they
is
did.
hurting now. Guys.
The sheer willpower.
Which I guess brings us to final thoughts. Do we have anything else that we want to mention before we head out?
I have a question here I posed for the group.
What's up?
Okay.
If we're going into this, Kingdom Hearts 3, we're pretty much probably over with that saga, like Lane was saying.
Yeah.
All that. From that saga, who's your favorite character in Kingdom Hearts? That's my question. It's just who's your favorite character?
It's a tie between, I guess, two people.
Who is
Okay.
it?
I would say three people.
Okay.
Donald, for one, with his shitty healing abilities.
That's not where I was expecting.
No,
this to go.
I'm kidding. I'm
I mean,
kidding.
to be
I
fair,
like
to be fair, he's the strongest mage in any
Yeah,
like
man.
Yeah,
Final
he
Fantasy
did.
game.
What was it? Giga Flame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did like Tetra Flare or something.
I would have
Yeah.
to say, but I guess, like, Kingdom Hearts characters, definitely Sora and Aqua.
Okay.
Okay, Aqua's very solid.
Yeah.
Aqua's a
Aqua's
good
great.
pick. Aqua's a fantastic pick.
Terra's great up until you realize the voice actor that does Terra is from Veronica Mars.
That's a very
I mean, the voice actor for Aqua is
Yeah,
is
but like
from Arrow.
it's more relevant, I guess. You know,
yeah.
Arrow was recent. Veronica Mars, not so
fair.
much. What about for you?
All right. For me, that's an easy one. It's Axel.
Of course.
Axel's my favorite character in all games.
Axel's great.
Lane, what about
Yeah.
I would say either Riku or Roxas. Riku has probably the most interesting arc out of most of the characters.
you? Yeah.
He
100%
kind of
agree with
mirrors
that.
Terra, but like I think in a better way than how they handled Terra.
Yeah.
And then Roxas is just cool. Like he's great. He's such a tragic like story.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for Terra. You know, he's lost.
I feel awful for Terra.
Yeah.
He's back now. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
All right. Anything else that we want to say before we close out?
Can't wait to talk about this game in a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you back.
just-
We'll see you guys back here in 10 years to discuss our review for
When the
Kingdom
game's
Hearts 4.
finally out.
Yeah.
After it gets delayed and
Yeah, that's fine. With that being said, let's get into some plugs. Lane, where can people find you?
yeah, if you want to please, I need more people to talk Kingdom Hearts about. So if you need someone to I want more people to talk about the absolutely insane lore. Follow me on Twitter at link_394.
All right. Ryan?
You can find me at RyanTheLion3055 on Twitter. For wherever and whatever I'll be doing on the wild world of the internet. And also, my final thought on this is more Kyrie. We could use more Kyrie. Playable
Definitely.
Kyrie. It was fun. play the DLC, Ruben.
Okay, I will. I still have Final Fantasy VII Remake DLC to play, so
Oh, you gotta play that too. It's so
let's
good.
do that first, and then I'll play Remind. I got a couple years to go for.
You got a couple years on both.
Well, let's hope not. Hopefully, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2.
They're both very short though, especially Remind.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's not bad. With that being said, you could find me here later this week on the channel to play some of that Goaty content, you know? Project Triangle Strategy. I'm excited, guys. I'm very excited. I also might be playing... I'm going to get up with you guys offline to see if we actually want to play some Fortnite next week. We'll probably do it on Tuesday, but again, I'll get with you guys later. With that being said, thank you for joining us on this wild, wild ride of Kingdom Hearts. I don't really know how to close it. I guess get Norded?
May your heart be your guiding key.
There you go. May your heart be your guiding key. And also, please get Norded.